Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I am Mountie Carl, and welcome to what will undoubtedly be the last Let's Talk that I will bring to you until 2018, and bring us it will. And I wanted to provide you with a bit of an update as to why I have been absent from making videos and do a little channel update before we get into our 1.8 discussion. So first off, I work for a pretty big company, and as such I travel quite a bit, which hurts my video making capability. So in fact, I have traveled more this year than I have in my entire life. 2017 has brought me to places like New Orleans, New York, Chicago, and while working, I have very little time to do much else other than what I'm doing. So that's really the reason why I haven't really been doing a whole lot. The other reason is that I've been absent is that after my last video, I was pretty depressed about the state of the division and how bad things were going once 1.8 dropped, seeing that there were a ton of glaring bugs, glitches, and balancing issues after the PTS, and we'll get to all of that in a moment. But finally, I have been getting paid to make videos for other people, channels, and other corporate entities. So I love making videos, and YouTube is a hobby of mine. So when I do make videos for work, it really takes a lot out of me. And so I'm sitting at my computer all day, or I'm on the road actually doing some filming or voiceover work or something like that. And this makes it hard because once I am done, I just want to unwind. So I apologize. And in fact, I'm actually on a plane tomorrow for a week, and then I am back next week and then gone again. But the next week I'm going to CES, so hopefully I'll be able to do some live streaming to CES and show you guys some of the cool stuff that I will be showing there and some of the cool new technology that's coming out. Now, The Division, let's get on to that. The Division has given me a significant boost in my YouTube career and hobby in 2017. And so with that said, let's talk about The Division 2017 and 1.8 and what that has brought to The Division. The Division 2017 has brought us a roller coaster of emotions, from downright depressing to outright anger, and I have definitely been one of the angrier people. And I thought at one point The Division was done. I thought it was kaput, and that was it. That was until 1.8, and I saw the massive update that they were doing, but I also saw the massive backlash people were doing because, you know, we paid for content that was pretty garbage. And so when this comes out and it's awesome and super cool, it kind of hurts those of us that actually paid for the DLC. But enough of that. That's water on the bridge. Let the past be the past. Let's not even dwell on that. Let's dwell on the future. Amazingly enough, one of the many games that I considered to be on its deathbed heading into 2018 did a full-on revival this month with 1.8. Massive does the right thing and takes all of our videos into account, and they take the time with releasing 1.8 and the content that is with it, fixing a lot of the bugs and releasing an update I consider their first true DLC update, because the other updates, the other 3 updates we paid for, weren't actually worth the data that they were downloaded onto. Now, they served their purpose for the time being, but 1.8 took and made them what they should have been to begin with. It made it made ignored content and put it at the forefront of teams. Let's go and do this list. People were excited to see this happen. Now, Division agents are actually going into the underground and enjoying the content that had once been pushed aside. Massive did one better by adding hunters to the underground as well. Hunters were like the Darth Maul of the Division, put in for a single purpose, single game mode, and never to be coming back again once they were dead. Then, as if they watched an episode of the animated Star Wars cartoon Star Wars Rebels, they resurrect and repurpose them just as Star Wars did for Darth Maul. One of the biggest, baddest, most awesome enemies in the game are now available in the underground thanks to 1.8 and in a couple other places. 1.8 also brought in a better PvP mode than the Dark Zone and the Last Stand combined, building 4v4 matches and giving some players hope that maybe this could potentially be a viable esport worthy game mode. It's still too early to decide that, and I think that the game's gear is too meta to actually, be worth it, but volatile is another word that I would throw around. So, for that, kind of competition, but ranked play in the future might be something we can get going. I would love to see a ranked match and see ranked play in the future. Resistance gave PvE fans something to cheer about for, we hear about all this PvP stuff and how they're, balancing for PvP, and PvE fans are crying out loud. Like, what are we, what are we, chopped liver or something? But Resistance has given us 50 waves of enemies ranging from everything to anything. While it is still buggy in some instances, the PvE fans of the Division got something that was equally as good as any of the other game modes, if not the best of those at the end of the day. With the new Westside Pier expansion, Massive has showed us that it can still expand the world and create new content for their aging game. We're 3 years in, and they can bring people back. The Division, while still ranked low among the Steam games on the Steam charts, they had probably one of the biggest dramatic jumps in the average players at any one time, having just 2,800 players on at any one time on the average, to having over 11,000 players in the last 30 days on any time, any minute of any game. 11,000 players, and peaking at 33,000 at one time on PC alone. Those numbers are staggering for a game that's 3 years old, that people pretty much written off and had given up on. Now we have hope for the future. So my fans, my friends, should you come back and play the Division? Well, if you haven't come back and tried it, you are missing out. There's still a load of great content, and you're missing out on one of the great Christmas presents that Massive has given us. This rejuvenation has shown that not only is the Division and their team not giving up hope on this game, but that 2018 may actually give us more content, the possibility of ranked play, and other new modes and areas for us to explore. That is, unless we get a Division 2 announcement, which people would be happy about either way. So that's it. That's where my last and final Division update for the year. Yes, go play it. Go ahead and enjoy it. Go have fun. It's still, for global events, you're still running Lexington over and over again. There's definitely some glaring weaknesses. They're still doing the gambling boxes and stuff like that, but that doesn't matter. The game is great right now. You are looking at the most complete the game has been since launch, since 3 years ago. 3 years ago. This game is at the greatest. It's at the peak of perfection of where it has been in the entire time. So go out, play that, and just get your Division on right now. New players, old players, returning players, people that never played it, go pick up this game. It's cheap. It's super cheap right now. You can get all the content for like $50. It's worth your time to go ahead and try it out and see if it's for you. Now, I want to thank those people who made this year awesome, because you guys have affected my channel. I've either helped you and you've reciprocated, or something to the fact that we have done a combined, basically just done something that has enriched the lives of all of our viewers and stuff like that. So for all of us, Infamous, Darkfather, Mercury Rising, Afflicted Gamer, Elites Gaming, OG Swag Panda, OG Nick, Cal, Buzz Lightbeard, 21 Kiloton, Drew, Taylor, John C. Black, Nightmare, Bordic, Slimmy Concarne, Miss Blitz, Andrew Kapler, all of these people that come by my stream, I can't, the list is numerous. The list is numerous. I can't thank you all enough for all of the times that you guys have stopped by, and all the times that I was ready to just kind of throw in the towel and quit. I mean, this list could literally go on all night, and just know that if you commented, said anything, helped out in any way, participated in a stream, participated in one of the family game nights that I host, that I am thanking you from the very bottom of my heart for helping me grow my small YouTube channel in 2017. So in 2018, where are we going to go? So that is the big question. So what does it have in store? Well, I was going to wait for the new year to kind of briefly talk about this, but let's just go ahead and put it out there. I'm going to be trying to stream more different games, just different things out there. I'm going to try and do a weekly news if I can, just to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. Trying to do a family game night on Saturdays and Fridays. One of the two will be playing some family games that you guys can play along with at home. If you've never been by a family game night, now is the time to start doing so. There won't be another one until 2018, but once we do that, they're a lot of fun. You play with your cell phone along with the game on the screen, on the stream, and all of that stuff. And the biggest news that I have to put up, and I wasn't going to actually talk about this. I kind of dropped hints on Twitter, but let's just go ahead and put this out there. I have put up a significant amount of money along with some of my colleagues to invest in creating a professional esports team, and the esports team isn't actually affiliated with Gun Brothers Gaming. It's going to be completely separate. I've partnered with someone that's pretty big. We will begin a small team taking part in Rocket League on a competitive level, and then looking at other games as we grow, like COD. If PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds actually makes it to a state where it's actually going to be a viable esport and there's not so many cheaters, then we might move into that. I definitely have a lot of guys like Haas Delgado. Thank you, Haas, again. You've definitely made 2017 a great year as well. So I'll be promoting that. So if you are a Rocket League player and you have been looking for a professional team, you're sitting there and you're like, hey, I'm good enough to be on one of these professional teams like Cloud9 or something like that. Give me a holler, because I'm happy to set you up at least with a tryout, or you can come and listen. We're going to have a meeting, our first meeting on Discord coming up on January 6th, where we'll lay out, it's a Saturday, we're going to lay out everything that we're going to be doing and promoting and funding and all of that stuff. And this is no joke. We're going to be setting up an LLC. This is going to be a legit business. We'll be getting sponsors. You'll be, you won't have to pay for anything. This is not out of your pocket to go to these events. If you make it to the events, we'll pay for your airfare, hotel, all of that stuff. I'll be promoting this coming up the first week in the new year, as well as we finalize our investing strategy. I have a meeting coming up in the following week to go ahead and set everything in motion. So there you have it. That's really what's going to be. So if you are an esports player and you are interested in Rocket League to start, or even if you're an esports player and you want to be a part of a team and you think that this game has an esports following, give me a holler, talk to me about it. We might be able to set you up with a team, get you sponsored, get you funded, and get you up and running, maybe Call of Duty or something like that. So that's it, and thank you again. If you're new and you want more awesome content in 2018 from me or any of my community guys, I actively support. Subscribe, like my channel, like my community channels. For more information about our esports team and how to join for information, hit me up on Twitter or send me an email at gunbrothersgaming@gmail.com. So, for the final time in 2018, for all of us here at Gun Brothers Gaming, I am Mounty Carl, and we'll see you in the new year. Agent out.